back in Week 7. The Jaguars lost a blowout in their previous matchup against the Titans. Can Tennessee finish the sweep? Find out next on Madden NFL 22.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, CD, this is a passing league. I don't think you would argue that thought. But our ball game here features a couple of teams with strong offensive lines that really like to work the ground game.
And you and I have both heard from different people in the league who's saying that it's becoming a little bit of a lost art in the NFL, the ability to run the football. And we've heard from defensive coordinators who tell us that they play the pass first. That's not something you normally hear. But these two offenses, they're true to who they are. Both ranked in the top 5 in terms of rushing yardage. I think they're both going to use those massive offensive lines to try and wear down these defenses.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen in. Because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run. Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Looking to throw on second down. Black. And that'll be incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. But now it's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Now a dump off here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. On the run, it's Robinson. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. This defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now left side on the swing pass. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. On 3rd down, Black. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amari Hooker. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
This defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Black. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 21 yards there on 3rd down. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st down, Robinson. Room here to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. On 1st and 10, Black. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on 2nd down, Black. That's complete to Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run on it now with Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in conflict.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Black. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the gun on 3rd down, Black. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Throwing on first down, Black. That's caught left side by Landry. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Working with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Black. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Landry again the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Black. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there, and certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, Black. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's pulled in, the veteran Carter Landry. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw again. No, bottled up. Fumble It's out. It's loose. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Colin Johnson there, the intended target, but now it's third. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They'll run here with Robinson and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Black. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a... Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Off play action. Black steps away to his left. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Forced out to his left. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Black. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James Robinson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense...
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Trying to get it to Landry there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. He's got Landry, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's back to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9. They'll look to throw. He's got his veteran tight end Landry. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Johnson the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. But a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly. And just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great. But they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that...
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away.
I was talking with my crew before the show. By the way, best production team in the biz, or at least that's what they tell me to say. Anyway, I think...
Back in September, the Jaguars lost a thriller in their last matchup against the Colts. Can Indianapolis sweep the series? The answer comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, CD, this is a passing league. I don't think you would argue that thought. But our ball game here features a couple of teams with strong offensive lines that really like to work the ground game.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Here's Robinson again on second down.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On third down, Blank.
That's to the veteran tight end, Carter Landry. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson.
This defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Buying time to his left. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
And they'll run with ETN.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Black.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Black. Here's the tight end. This is Landry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On fourth down, Black. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. On first down, Black. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Black. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And this offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
hands it off out of the gun.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
James Robinson
With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
On 1st and 10, Black. And Shark calls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing on 1st down. Black.
To the right side and complete to Landry.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And he was looking for James Robinson out of the backfield.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Job 1 to pick up the 1st down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped, and what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the 1st down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now. The 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1st down, Black. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Black, completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looking to throw, Black.
Again, it's Johnson.
And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. On 1st and 10, Black. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll roll him out right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Colts, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars,
all right, it's time for Hidden Gems, this segment where we ask our audience to spotlight the people that simply do.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the Jaguars and the reigning AFC champs. Next on Madden Football.
we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, this is a passing league.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They begin the drive with Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Robinson.
And he is going to have a Jags first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. And he'll give it here to his running back. The tackle there by John Johnson.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd down. Black. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner.
Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of this caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd and 2, Black. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Off the play fake. Black.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Back to throw. Black.
That's caught left side by Landry.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
What a
dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, it's Robinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Looking to throw. Black. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach.
And got his man complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Black. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Black. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On second down, it's Robinson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Separating from the gun. Black. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
They'll run on first down. Robinson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Black. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Carter Landry, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Black. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down. It's Robinson. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Looking to throw on second down. Black flushed out right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tied game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
Robinson again. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on what could be a pivotal third and goal now in a tie ball game. Being chased out left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Back to throw. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But now,
pressure is, it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And a great return here gets us all the way down the 26-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative-type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense.
Back now on OT with KC. I'm your host, Kevin Connors, and I will tell you, I am nothing if not a man of my word. My great listeners wanted this interview for a long time now, and your boy is here to deliver. He was a star at Florida. Now he's the face of the franchise with the Jaguars. And yes, he's finally on our show. My man, thanks for joining us.
Hey.
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jags and the Saints on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Landry the intended target, and now it's second down. Yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
To throw on 3rd down, Black.
Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Black. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Fights loose. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this. Inside the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with him, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground. Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball? Absolutely. You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. And he takes it in. Touchdown. Jacksonville. Colin Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's got room. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Personal foul.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
Flush to his right. His pass caught at the 4. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down now. It's Robinson. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 3rd down, Black steps away to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it 7 yards away. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. So a quarterback scramble. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 2nd and 10.
They'll try to left side. Robinson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, Black. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing on 1st down, Black. And connecting here with DJ Shark. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Black.
Over the middle, that's the tight end Landry.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Black.
They'll drop this one off with ETN.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So it's halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the field general leading his offense. On first down, Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Back to throw. Black. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. To throw on third down. Black. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're going to try and throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. First down, Jacksonville. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
James Robinson.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Black eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw on 3rd down. Black being chased out left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw on 2nd down. Black. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Byron Coward breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it go again.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain